Welcome to week 4 of the Bone Storm Video Classics. I'm here with my co-host Kevin Heath and his giant headphones ready for
It's
gaming.
my headset. I'm like a sports announcer.
Exactly, you're
I'm
Dan
legit not like
Deerdorf.
now. Are you going to be able to focus, or are you going to throw a temper tantrum and knock over a big Gatorade container?
Hey, that Gatorade had it coming, okay? Don't you talk about AB. All right,
Okay,
let's start off with the first
yeah,
match.
the first and best match. I did what others could not. I deflowered Voldemort.
I don't think that's the right term. I don't think you're using that correctly.
I mean, dethroned.
There you go, that's better.
Defeated Baltimore
Yes.
152.5 to 104.
Can
How you like that?
you dig it? Yes, I can. Okay, so Mr. Camp Krusty got it done.
Hey, who
Now,
made you war chief?
he did get a little help from Cook going out and Mariota going out, but doesn't matter. He still won. Tyreek Hill certainly stumbled on a something on the way to work with only 8.5. Keenan Allen had a big day with 20. Rest of his squad, well, no, Hogan from
Hey,
those
and it
Steelers-
ain't like I didn't do nothing. I scored 152.
I know,
So-
easy.
Can you
Settle
see?
down.
Can
You're
you
all
see
getting
it?
fired.
It's
You're
right
just-
there.
That's really awesome. Okay. Anyhow, Kevin had a big day with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and Jordy Nelson came to town, combining for what, over 50-something. That's awesome. Stop that. Don't do that. You're going to screw me up. Start moving, or I'm going to stop it. Now you're not moving. It's seriously
I'm
not
not-
moving. You're the worst
What?
person in the world. Don't do that. It's going to take forever if you keep doing that. Stop
All right,
it.
go ahead. Okay, you got the next one?
Amendola had a big day with 16. But your Houston defense, 26 points. Who saw that coming, huh?
Yeah,
You?
I think I just cut him.
Well, they did well against Tennessee, probably because that dude went down. Anyway, okay, let's get on to the next game. Let's not spend all day on your glorious victory, but Don and I thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, making fantasy football average again does defeat Malibu Stacy's, unfortunately for the second time in division play. Poor Malibu's not looking hot, but at least she's got, no, that's it. Yeah, she's got you and Volpe, so she's got to run the table almost out of this thing. She falls to you, 128 to 114, basically.
That was a pretty close game right up till the end,
Yeah,
until that last
yeah.
touchdown with Fitzgerald kind of put it further out of the distance. But, had a good day from the Red Rocket, Mr. Andy Dalton. Thank you, Todd. Good tip in there. Ezekiel Elliott, still a free man, got me 29. Tariq Cohen, I don't know what happened to him. Antonio Brown got in a fight with a Gatorade thing. And the rest of my squad is forgettable. Whereas Don had a great day from Breeze and Bell. Gillisley turned out how we all knew he would after a few weeks. And poor Demarius Thomas, only 2.1 points.
Yeah.
That's really crazy. Let's hope
That guy, I
doesn't
told you,
continue
he's
for her.
doing terrible this year.
Yeah, and everybody else just mailed it in that day. Who's next?
Next, we've got the deplorables who are on the board with one in the win column, 126, taking down Apu Nahasa Pipa Tetalon,
Yes.
126 to 96.
Yep, nice win, Jennifer. Welcome to the winning side of the league. Carson Palmer had a good day with 20, especially that last touchdown, I'm sure helped you as well. Des Bryant with 14. Charles Clay, nice with 18.2. That was a good day. Detroit's defense got you 16. Greg the Leg Zerline, though, your highest score with 23. Wow, ladies.
Wow.
He really is Greg the Leg. Poor Apu falls. Matt Ryan has an off day. LaShawn McCoy not doing much. Ty Montgomery goes out. Jeffrey and the rest of his crew, nothing much. Kelvin Benjamin had a good day, but it was too much. She was too much for him to handle. Her to handle. Excuse me, I was looking at him.
That's
Who's
okay.
next?
Hey, now that we're halfway through the week, I want to say a big hello to all the people that found this video through our new Facebook page. Welcome. We put that together in an effort that people who don't necessarily normally go to the league homepage, which is where you'll find these videos easier, hopefully this will be easier. So,
Absolutely.
anyway, welcome. Okay, next up, Gentleman Fort Cornelius finally ended up putting one in the losing column, falls victim to the Braille Bombers, who needs to trade with me and dump that injured lamb, Julio Jones.
Exactly, yes.
Come talk to me. I got what you need.
Good day for Mom with Russell Wilson putting on a clinic in that Seattle game. Fortinet turned out to be a nice pick for Mama.
Yeah.
He's definitely doing well. McCaffrey, he's starting to show up. The rest of her squad, other than the Seattle defense with 24, bing, bang, boom. Too much for Tom Terrific in his 26 points. She had a nice day from A.J. Green.
Okay, and then next we have our...
Okay,
give me
just
that.
moving on. That was a quick end. Okay, so now we're on to
Well,
Jason.
speaking of putting one in the win column, my man Jason shows up big time with the second highest score of the week at 154. Takes down the Champ Crushers crew 154 to 105.
Just when Clemens had something good to smile about, Jake came up and gave him the forearm shiver to the neck. Big day for Smith with 29. Wow, that's a big day. Duke Johnson, the Duker, gets it done with 21.
The
Hopkins
Duker.
with 28. Michael Thomas, remember that guy, Todd? You said, yeah, I don't really trust him. He's not very good. Well, he had good enough that day with 22.9, Todd. Take that. Clemens had a nice day with Kirk Cousins. The rest of his team, not so much. Who's last?
Okay, last, we've got the Punishment Due, who I think fell... Oh, obviously, she's undefeated. The Wild Poopers do it again. 4-0. 157 points to Todd's 120. Don't feel bad, Todd. She is a beast.
Yeah, Todd, you fell victim again to the rolling thunder that is Todd Gurley and company.
No
Kareem
kidding.
Hunt didn't get 20, but he got 18. Diggs 14. Prescott with a huge day with 28. Todd, you had a great day with Winston with 36, and Kelsey with 26, but the rest of your squad, not enough. Gordon hit a pothole. He couldn't get it going, and Cooper continues to drop them. So, tough day for Todd. I'm sure we'll see you back in the winning column soon, but congrats again to our only undefeated team, Miss Cat.
Hey, remember my prediction last week? I said there would be no more undefeated teams. I was this close.
Close,
Two
that's
of
right.
them lost this week.
That's
Okay,
right.
would you like me to do standings while you get your notes together for the
Sure.
the wild and woolly action on the waiver wire? But we'll save that.
Yep, go
All
for
right,
it.
standings in Brockway, still at the top, even though he lost one. Baltimore at 3-1. Making fantasy football so-so again at 2-2, and poor Malibu Stacy's at 1-3. We finally got some
Separation.
separation in these leagues. Thank you, Matt. In Ogdenville, still spelled wrong, we've got Camp Krusty alone at the top at 3-1. Followed very closely by Joe Nahasa Mipa Petalan, 2-2, and the Deplorables, who finally got their first win. However, still on the bottom. Do not get upset because you're only one game out of second place. North Haverbrook alone, still at the top, even though she got a loss. 4 Quarterlies at 3-1. The Braille Bombers at 500 in second place, and the Champ Crushers crew, another team sitting looking at 1-3. Finally, Springfield. 4-0, the only undefeated team remaining, the Wild Poopers.
Wow.
That booty leapfrogs over the Punishment Due at 1-3, but he must have more points for it. He does.
Yeah.
502 versus 495. And poor Todd at 1-3, bringing up the rear again. Don't feel bad, only one game out of second. And another great stat this week. Not only are we down to one undefeated team, but now everybody has a win. A number in the win column. So those are the standings.
Yeah, that's something to definitely celebrate. Everybody's off the schneid, as they would say, and has at least one win to their name. So let's talk about the crazy action we saw this morning at 9 o'clock West Coast time. First of all, I'm just going to start at the top, not the highest bidder. We're just going to start top down for the bidding wars. There was a bidding war for somebody by the name of Aaron Jones. I think he might sound familiar to you, because Mr. Camp Krusty Crust got it for $33. You were right next to Give Me That Booty with $6. So you overpaid a tinge.
That's
but
all right.
You got him, that's for sure.
I got him, yeah.
In the next battle, it was over poor old Eli Manning, old goofy ball Eli Manning. It was between my mother, the Braille Bombers, and Voldemort. Boy, off by $1. She got lucky. $11 to $10. Wow.
Oh.
That's like the best win you want, because that way you knew you spent exactly the right amount of money. In the next column, battle over a kicker, you say? Absolutely. Everybody loves Jake the Snake Elliott out of Philly with those long kicks. Arr, give me that booty. Got him for $3. Nahasa P. Mapleton only putting in $1. Joe, you're not going to get it. Just $1.
Well, maybe actually on a kicker on any other day that
you
gets
should,
you done.
right? Yeah. How was he to know, right? But here's the big one of the week: Latavius Murray. After Dalvin Cook goes down, he's the darling of the week. What's it going to take to get him? $66 out of the punishment due. He way overshot everybody else. Camp Krusty was second with 27, Voldemort 25. So I think you and Greg were in the same league.
We were trying, yeah.
And Todd just went way past both of you. In the next pickup by a Camp Krusty, the Steelers D. Woohoo! Go Steelers. Looks like you picked them up after Houston did it for you. So I hope you have the same luck with my Steelers. I'd love to have that big of a score for you.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then the last big battle was a player, I think, who might have played at the University of Notre Dame, William Fuller.
I put in for him, yes, he did.
You did. Unfortunately, you lost to the punishment due, $6 to $5. You were one off.
Oh, God. I didn't even think anybody would try to get him.
I know, right?
Oh, well.
Here's the big story of the day. Not Latavius Murray, but it's that grab of Will Fuller. Guess who Todd dropped for that?
Who?
Oh, only the guy he predicted was going to be the leading wide receiver in the league, Josh Gordon, who still isn't even reinstated yet. But Todd was like, I'm going to get him. He's going to lead me to victory. Where's your faith now, Mr. Toe Crusher? You just let him go. For Will Fuller. Not that Will Fuller's not good, but come on, man. All right,
He's good. He's good.
He's good. Let's take it to next week. We got week 5. Holy
Okay.
cow, we're a quarter of the way done with the season with 4 weeks into it. It's
I know.
getting interesting now. I think now's when things start really separating. Hopefully you'll see some consistency, but it's been crazy every week. Who's going to be the big scorer this week?
Well,
Who's going to get it done?
luckily, I think after this week, we're going to start to see some different opponents. I still think we're battling out in the inter-division. I know, I set it up for you.
Thank you
Go
for
ahead
teeing
and rant
that up.
if you want.
Jason, you stink. Could you at least try to do your job? You only have a couple of jobs. This isn't even a big one. This isn't like splitting wood. You actually have to do some work with this one. Let's not jam all the games in our division at the start of the season and then everything else just spreads out over. We should do a couple at the end so it really matters there. Instead, I'm playing the same carousel, people, and I'm getting whacked by the big ones here. I got Dawn, bang. I got Voldemort, bang. It just keeps coming.
Sorry, Jay.
Sorry.
All
Jay.
right,
Thank you.
here we go. Week 5. I play the Deplorables once again. Camp Krusty versus the Deplorables.
Yeah, this should be a good matchup. Rodgers on a roll, going down to Big D in Dallas. And sorry, Jason, but your Dallas Cowboys defense is pretty weak, or at least it looked that way last week. Let's hope they can put up some kind of a fight over Rodgers and company. I see Bilal Powell has made it from your bench after that big day.
I know, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I got lucky.
He said. Yeah, I like it. He's like, not twice in a row. We'll see how that goes. Well, meanwhile, Jennifer has Carson Palmer, who is playing up at Philly. Frank Gore. Boy, Indianapolis definitely interesting even before Luck comes back, so we'll see how he does. She's got Des Bryant. It's going to be great because that Green Bay-Dallas game is going to be important to both of you guys, and that should be a good game to watch.
Yes,
too, right?
but that kid does not look at T.Y. Hilton very often. I mean, he's not putting up the same numbers he did remotely last year. Okay, next up, you have a shot at redemption. You play Voldemort again.
Yes.
As of right now, it's got you up big, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's again. We'll see
Is
how
that
it
because
actually
of
rolls out.
Cook going out, you think, or what is it?
Well,
Because it looks like he's got a full lineup.
Yeah, no, he does have a full lineup, but he's got fill-in players, right? I mean, he's lost a couple of his big guns. But I expect Hill to bounce back. He's not going to have another off day, I don't think. Hogan's going to continue. Mariota, he's a big question mark, right? Because he's day-to-day with that hamstring. If he plays, that could be a big help for him. Or if he plays and re-injures it and maybe he's out longer, that could damage him long-term. So a lot of that's going to hinge on Mariota. And we'll see how the rest of his team holds up. I mean, see if DeMarco Murray has a good day for Tennessee. Because, again, if Mariota goes out, then they're just going to stack the box with 8 and make whoever comes in after him beat him, right? Because they're not going to give it to Murray. So a lot of that hinges on the Tennessee game. We'll see who starts and how it goes.
Okay, a team desperate for a win here, Malibu Stacy's, goes up against Nahasa Mipa Betalan. Looks like a close one so far for them. It doesn't look like Joe has a full lineup in just yet, but so it should be very close.
Yeah, and with Breeze on a bye, that's going to put Dawn definitely behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, she was complaining about that,
Yeah, we'll see if Taylor can do it. She still has faith in Gillislee. Boy, I don't know why, but maybe he'll prove me wrong
Well,
this week.
she just said her lineup, and she said she was going to bench him after she watched last week's videos, but then she said, I got nobody else.
Why is she keeping Carson? Isn't he on injured reserve?
He broke his leg. Yeah, he broke his leg yesterday.
But we'll see if she tinkers with her lineup, much like Ruxin used to do, and see if she can come up with something good. Maybe old Cooper Kupp will come up with a big day for her. Should be a good game. Oh boy, it'll be fun to watch Joe root for old Carson Wentz in Arizona, Shane Vereen, Devontae Parker. Should be good. Zach Ertz, leading pass catcher, at least as of last week for Philadelphia.
Wow.
So
Wow.
he has the right guy in Philly. Who's next?
Next, we've got another team at 1-3, desperate for a win. The Champ Crushers crew, coming off of the formerly undefeated Gentlemen Four Quarterlies, coming off of a loss. Maybe she'll be like Brady in real life, and after a loss, she'll go off big. That's not what Kev needs. What do you think?
Well, I think a lot of that's going to depend on the play of Mr. Matthew Stafford, who's going to be moving in for Kirk Cousins since he's on a bye for Clemens. And again, Tom Brady at Tampa Bay. I don't know. I mean, he's had big days ever since that one, ever since the two kind of down days he's had. We'll see if he gets it done. C.J. Anderson's on a bye for her, so that's going to
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, if you look at that, Matt, they both have... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to say, if you look at them, they both only have 6 starters in there, so it could go either direction. They both need
This is definitely a toss-up game. It's not going to be a lopsided game. I think it's going to be a close one. Who's next?
Yeah. Next, we've got the Braille Bombers going up against the undefeated Wild Poopers.
Okay, the whole league's rooting on Mama to finally take down the undefeated because that's going to be a tough one. She's got Russell Wilson. Ooh, this is tough, too, because it's Seattle in a division game against the L.A. Rams, who have been playing pretty good as of late, and they're on the road, too. We'll see how old Russell Wilson and company can do. Have they found their groove, even though they keep losing running backs at a clip every week, right? I mean,
yeah, no kidding.
They're always going down.
Although I love seeing stupid Pete Carroll's face when bad things happen.
And that stupid gummy shoes.
Oh, I can't stand him.
Yep. She's got Cobb back in the lineup. We'll see if Adams can go for Green Bay. She's putting a lot of eggs in that Green Bay receiving basket. Meanwhile, the Wild Poopers, they, I would say, have nothing to worry about because they've been rolling, but who knows if Gurley, the teaming of Gurley and Hunt, who is proving to be the most effective RB team out there. We thought Dawn had it with Johnson and Bell until day one. Boom, goes down. Now it's all gone to Kareem Hunt, the phenom who's doing great, and Gurley who's redeemed himself. That should be a fun matchup. I'm rooting for you, Mom, and nothing against you, Cat. I'd just like to see you lose once at least before.
You know what sucks is last year I remembered I wanted Gurley. Didn't get him. I totally had a chance this time. Didn't do it.
So wait a minute. She didn't keep him this year. Who did she keep then?
It must have been Prescott.
Maybe you're right. Yeah. Wow. So anybody could have had him, and she was lucky enough to take the chance because I had no faith in him. So good for her because I wouldn't have taken that guy. I would have passed him and gone to whoever was next to him. I had no faith in any of the Rams, but obviously I was way off on that one.
It's hard to tell. Any given Sunday, buddy. So that's all the games for Week 5.
Wait a minute. No.
Jason, what did I miss?
And Son?
Oh, sorry. I thought I just said that one. It's on my screen.
He hates you, Jason. Well, who's the girl at the bottom of your screen? What girls are you looking up there?
No, that's at the bottom of my
That's
ESPN.
What he says. Yeah, real story of AT&T, girl. I see what you're surfing, pal.
Real Barbie.
I'm just saying, real Barbie.
Okay, the last game.
All right, stop that with Barbie. Will you put her down?
Arr, give me that booty. Goes against the punishment due. Both teams at 1-3, so both of you coming out of this, you're going to have a team that's on its way up and maybe do a leapfrog in that division. You never know.
Absolutely, yeah. This is a battle for second place in that division right now.
Yes.
So let's see. He's going to go with Alex Smith, it looks like, right? Because I can't see any others. Yeah, because Derek Carr's going to be out. So he's riding the Alex Smith train, hoping it continues on. He's keeping most of everybody else on there. See if Jarvis Landry has a good day. Jimmy Graham. Duke Johnson, the Duker, versus the big punishment due. Jameson Winston, he should have a good day because New England has been stinky against the pass. He should have a big day. Melvin Gordon should get right against the Giants. Amir Abdullah, the terrorist, should be a good play day for him. And will Brandon Cooks go off? I don't know. I think Jay's got his hands full with all the weapons that Mr. Todd has, even though he did drop Josh Gordon, who was just taking space up on his bench. So we'll see how that rolls out. But
are you sure Abdullah's going to play? Isn't he on a no-fly?
He should be. They're like, sir, you can't get on the plane. This is the Detroit plane. I'm sorry, sir. You're not staying over there. We have to have a little check on you.
President Trump said you cannot fly.
Kevin, he said he got a call from Trump. Said, hey, I think you're on the no-fly list, Amir Abdullah. Amir Abdullah left behind. He's tweeting it out. Left behind. Thanks, Trump. Big flashing sign.
I'm a player, sure, Amir Abdullah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a football player.
Son. Exactly. So, hey. that wraps up our broadcast for this week. Good games, more ahead. We're getting towards not the midway point, but we're now looking down the barrel. The next big hurdle will be, goal will be the midway point of the league. So let's start thinking about dates for outings. I know that doesn't apply to you, Mr. Heath, but we'll do something here at least once or twice. If anybody wants to step up, I know people are talking about possibly hosting the game. Reach out to me anytime. I'd be happy to. Anybody's always welcome at my house on Sundays. I'm just sitting there watching the game, so anytime's a good time. But good luck to everybody. And Kev, you are not coming out this year for Thanksgiving, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you will be there in spirit. We'll have to just...
I will.
We'll Skype you in for the plays. I'll just hold you on the phone as I'm running down there. Pretend you're blocking for me. I'll hold you out in front of me. All right,
Perfect.
cool. Well, you got anything else for us? Oh, I know what it was. Now, this is going to put us under the gun. Mr. Heath here had a great idea, and we've just been slacking on it. We're going to do 10 questions. We're going to do some interviews. He's going to do an interview. I'm going to do an interview. So let's put a 2-week limit on that. Within 2 weeks, we're going to have interviews. Either both of them on that, or we'll split them up and do 1 and 1.
Okay.
But look forward.
Okay.
No one knows who we're going to interview, so be ready. We're going to come at you with some fun questions. So Kevin and I will set that up. Look forward to some interviews and some more hijinks and frivolity on this broadcast. And Kev, take us home.
Hey, before I say it, Matthew,
Okay.
if you wouldn't mind if we could post the link to the Facebook page
Yes.
on the league page. That way, if anybody ends up going there, they could find the other
I'll post it
one.
on the front page on the league
Okay.
manager's note. Yep.
All right, cool. And until we meet again next week, same bad time, same bad channel. Stay classy, Bone Storm.
We're out.